Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have come up with the last video of this series, that is Antiscabies and Antipedicular agents from the anti-infectives chapter. So without further ado, let's get started. First off, what is leprosy? So leprosy is a chronic disease caused due to the acid-fast bacilli called as Mycobacterium leprae. Now, Mycobacterium leprae will produce nodules on the skin and causes loss of sensation. Now, once the organism enters the body, it multiplies and produces antigen antibody reaction and causes cell mediated immunity and produces allergic reactions by the metabolites of the microorganisms and finally produces lepra reactions. Now, there are multiple categories of leprosy, so it is characterized mainly into four categories. So first is the tuberculoid leprosy, second is the lepromatous leprosy, third is the intermediate leprosy, and then we have the borderline leprosy. Now in tuberculoid leprosy, it is characterized by skin molecules with clear center and well-defined margin. Now there are some skin molecules which are seen, or some skin nodules which are seen, which have a clear center and a well-defined margin. Now in lepromatous leprosy, there are a large number of organisms that are present in the affected area and they induce lepra reactions. Now intermediate leprosy is when it is localized hypopigmentation with some sensory loss. And borderline leprosy is when it is an intermediate stage between tuberculoid leprosy and lepromatous leprosy. Next we have the classification of antileprotic drugs. So in antileprotic drugs we have sulfones, phenazine derivatives, antitubercular agents and other antibiotics. In sulfones we have dapsone. In phenazine derivatives we have clofazimine. Antitubercular we have rifampicin, ethionamide. Then in other antibiotics we have ofloxacin, moxifloxacin, minocycline and clarithromycin. Now in all of this, clofazimine is very difficult to draw. Rifampicin also. Ethionamide we have completed in the TB anti-TB drugs. So there is no need of drawing clofazimine. And from here, from the anti-UTI agents, we can get ofloxacin, moxifloxacin, and we can draw whichever one is the easiest. So today we will look at dapsone. Now the structure of dapsone is very easy. Just imagine there is a mirror kept right here. So dapsone is drawn like a benzene ring here with a amino group, a sulfur in the middle with double bond O on either sides. Then we have another benzene ring, another amino group. So this is the structure of dapsone. Now what is the MOA of dapsone is? It will inhibit the PABA by incorporating into the folic acid by inhibition of folate synthesis. So inhibition of PABA incorporation into folic acid by folate synthesis. Now first, what dapsone will do is it won't allow PABA to be incorporated into DHFA, that is dihydrofolic acid, through folate synthesis. So there would be inhibition of this step right here. Now it is used in combination with pyrimethamine for chloroquine resistant malaria, toxoplasmosis and P. gyrovacea infection, and it is also used in leprosy as well as nocardiosis. Now moving on to the synthesis of dapsone. So for the synthesis of dapsone, we will start with first we will draw a structure of the final product of dapsone. So we have NH2, S double bond O, another benzene ring, and then NH2. So we will start with this part. So we will take p-chloro-nitrobenzene. So p-chloro, para-chloro-nitrobenzene. We will take two molecules. In the presence of sodium sulfide and chromic acid, what will happen is there would be attachment of this two molecules by the removal of chlorine. So how it will happen is these are your two molecules of p-chloronitrobenzene. Now when you add Na2S, which is sodium sulfide, one chlorine will attach to one sodium, the other chlorine will be attached to the second sodium. So what will happen is there would be production of NO2, sulfur will be attached right here, and it will attach both the benzene rings. Now remember, sulfur has the valency of 2 as well as 6. Now when we add chromic acid, so when we add chromic acid, this oxygen will go and attach to the sulfur and giving it a valency of 6 now. So after this intermediate is formed, there would be reduction reaction to convert this NO2 into NH2, and we'll finally get a dapsone. Next we have antiscabies or antipedicular agents. Now scabicides, also known as antiscabious agents, are the compounds which are used to control the mite Sarcoptes scabi. Now this is the causative organism of scabies, Sarcoptes scabi, an organism which thrives under the conditions of poor personal hygiene. Now next is pediculicides. Now pediculicides, also known as antipedicular agents, are used to eliminate head, body and crab lice. Now there are three types of lice: head, body and crab lice. So it is used to eliminate all three types of lice. Next we have an ideal scabicide and pediculicide must kill the adult parasite as well as destroy their eggs. Now the antiscabious or antipedicular agents include permethrin, ivermectin, crotamicin, lindane and benzyl benzoate. So we will remember this as PIC lab. So permethrin, ivermectin, crotamicin, lindane and benzyl benzoate. First, going on to the structure of lindane. So lindane will be a simple cyclohexane ring with chlorines attached to it in all the positions. So this is the structure of lindane. Now what is the MOA of lindane is? It stimulates the nervous system of the parasitic arthropods like mites and lice, which causes seizures and ultimately death of the parasite. Now it is used to treat scabies and lice infestations. Now if you look at any anti-lice shampoo or anti-lice oils, you will always see lindane is present in it. That is because it stimulates the nervous system of the parasite, it gives the parasite a kind of seizure and ultimately leads to the death of the parasite. Next we have benzyl benzoate. So as we said earlier, the structure of benzyl benzoate, first we will draw benzyl, that is a benzene attached to a CH2. Then benzoate, that is a benzene attached to a C double bond O, O and attachment right here. So this is a benzyl benzoate. Next we have benzyl benzoate. The MOA of benzyl benzoate as a antipedicular agent is it will exert toxic effects on the nervous system of the parasite, resulting in its death. It also is toxic to the mite ova. So it can be used as a preservative as well as a scabicide. So that's all we had for today. I hope you all enjoyed the class. I know it was a short and sweet class, but I hope you all enjoyed it and you all studied properly and you all understood the concepts. So this is all we had for today, and this is all we had for the series of anti-infective agents. We'll come next week with another interesting chapter. So until then, we'll see you later. I hope you all had fun. If you liked the video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel for more such interesting videos. Kindly share it with your friends, and we hope you have a good day. Happy studying. Mogasu.